Hey guys, it's Laura Giles with Pan Society. I'm here in Peru and I've seen something really surprising that I wanted to share with you. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a teepee. Hang on and we'll talk about that. So, what's the big deal about a teepee in Peru? Well, actually, what you don't see is on the other side of the teepee is a sweat lodge. So, the teepee is fine. It's just a portable house. But the sweat lodge makes me a little uncomfortable because there are no Native American people here. It's Peru. And Peru has lots of wonderful traditions and peoples and cultural things for people to explore on its own. So why is that here? I imagine that there are people who are conducting sweat lodges here. And that's probably not a great idea. Why? Because I would imagine that lots and lots of things get lost in translation when you're not part of the culture that it belongs to. So, for example, I went to a sweat lodge where the people who were in the lodge and the person conducting it were not Native American. The person who did conduct it said that he was trained by somebody who was Ojibwa. But the prayers and the songs were not traditional. And it felt to me like the experience was kind of one of more bonding and meditation and camaraderie rather than the cleansing and healing that it was supposed to be. And there was a lot of violations of the rules of ritual. There were a lot of, it felt like a competition on if you could stand the heat, which is not what it's about. So there was a lot that was lost in translation. And if it's not your culture, how are you going to know that? You could be giving somebody something that you think is real. For example, I'm a part of this group that's facilitated by this really nice guy. I really like him. And he's an elder and he's exciting and he has lots of great things to say. And then one day he said, "Hey gang, I'm going to facilitate a sweat lodge. I haven't done this in decades. Wish me luck." And I thought, oh my God, are you serious? This guy is European. And I don't know in what culture it's okay to be that cavalier about sacred ceremonies. I mean, if you are the keeper of the ceremony, then there are boundaries and there's instruction and there are things. You don't just forget, hey, I need a refresher. I'm going to do this thing for the first time in a decade. It's just part of your culture. So I'm bringing this up to you to kind of get you to think about, what am I engaging in? Who am I engaging in ritual with? Is this something that I want to do? Or maybe if you're tempted to be the person to facilitate another tradition's ritual, you might ask yourself, what am I doing here? Especially if you are bringing other people along with you, especially if you're taking money for it. So this was not really, it didn't promote a very comfortable, trusting feeling when I walked into this place and I saw this Native American stuff all over in Peru. It made me feel actually not very trusting and like, who are these people? What are they selling? Why is this here? And where are the Peruvians? If you're into spirituality, why not promote the very rich and wonderful Peruvian spirituality that exists right here, that's in the mountains all around us? It just seems natural to do that when it's everywhere. So, hope I've given you something to think about. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear a different side of it. Let's all learn together. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help us a lot. Ciao. See you later.